Hi, I'm Mo Seetubtim and I'm the founder of the Happiness Planner, and I'm here today with Hotelintel.
Okay, Mo, tell me about your company, Happiness Planners. What is it?
Since when I was a child, I've always been passionate about personal development, motivational quotes, design. I would spend time at stationery stores, bookstores. So when I grew up, I started, basically several years ago, I started an inspirational blog, which initially it was just a place for me to keep all the quotes that I came across. But then later on I started writing my own posts, and then it started getting a lot of followers. And it kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask people, if I could write about one thing that makes your day, what should I write about? And a lot of people replied and said that they want to learn more about how they could be more positive and happier. So I just thought, oh, that's so interesting. There's so many books and articles about happiness and positive thinking, but people still need help with this. So I was like, people really need, a tool that can help them successfully change their habit or mindset, whatever they learn from a book or a conference, right? So I try to come up with an idea for a tool that helps people with that. And so yeah, that's...
So Happiness Planner is a diary.
Yeah, so the Happiness Planner is our first product. It's basically a planner with to-do lists and schedule, but also questions that get you to ask yourself deep questions, what makes you happy? How often should you do it? And what makes you unhappy, and what can you do to change it? And then other than that, now we have several journals that focus around personal development themes.
So let's talk about traveling. You've been traveling a lot, and I've seen you travel. Not just traveling, I think you actually live in each country that you visit, because every time you somewhere you spend at least weeks?
Yeah, I try to stay for a month.
Yeah,
because what I've learned is that I'm really curious about culture. So I feel when you go somewhere, the first week you're still trying to find your way around it. And then the second week is when you're oh, I know this is where the roads are. This is where my favorite shop is. This is where the coffee shop is. And that's when you start to feel familiar. And then it's the third week and the fourth week that you start to really get to know the city.
But does your job require you to travel, or because you travel out of choice? It's your choice to travel?
Yeah, I feel I've always been curious. If I go somewhere for a week, I feel I don't know enough. I want to go back, and I need to stay for a month. Yeah.
So it's not because of your job that you travel. You travel because you just love to.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with promoting Happiness Planner. It has nothing to do with you need to find a business partner or anything, right? It's just you want to travel.
Yeah, now I try to plan my travels around
your business.
Business meetings and events. But it's something that I feel it helps me understand people as well.
Yeah.
And that helps with my business. It helps me see different cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and when you travel to each city, I've noticed that Mo doesn't stay in hotels, and she likes to stay in Airbnb. One thing, I guess, because it makes you feel like home.
Yeah, it makes me feel like home, and because I stay for a long time, Airbnbs usually give me, amenities that I can enjoy that I feel hotels don't provide.
For example?
A kitchen,
yeah,
washing machine, a big fridge. Yeah.
Because hotels always stock up their fridge with their own stuff. That's always overpriced, super expensive. Nobody drink it anyways.
Yeah, and at Airbnbs you can watch the TV, you can use the Netflix. Something that I think hotels should utilize.
yeah, exactly. And what else that Airbnb give you that hotels don't?
Well, I think it's just feeling like a local, it's you feel you live there. You have to go grocery shopping, you have to do your own laundry. There's no one coming in to clean your house every day. I kind of like that, you feel I'm being a local.
Your own space?
Yeah, I like my own space.
Yeah. Why is being local is important to you when you travel? Because I guess when I travel, I don't travel. I travel a different way at most does. Because I travel short trips, 7 days max, 2 weeks is max. But that's it. I travel for work, so I just go there, do my work, and then get out. Basically, I don't go shopping and do laundry and do that. So that's why I'm curious about why is it so important.
I think It's because I want to feel like I'm living in that city and what it would be like to live in that city.
Yeah.
When if I wish I could just spend like a year in different cities
Yeah.
for the rest of my life, I think that would be like perfect.
Really?
I just really enjoy like being in a new city, discovering it, like
Yeah.
learning about the culture and like where people go to hang
Yeah.
out and eat and like do things. Like I really want to learn that. So I feel like staying at Airbnb gives me that experience.
And hotels can't do that. Even with the concierge, the robot, the, I don't know, WhatsApp, butler.
Yeah, I think it just feels different because then you feel kind of like you're on a vacation.
Yeah.
But then with Airbnb, you kind of feel like you're living there.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, get you. Okay. And what is your worst experience with Airbnb? I'm sure it's gonna be one. I know you love Airbnb, but
Yeah, I would say the experience in Japan. The first time I went to Japan, I booked an Airbnb. And I got there, and the room looks like it belongs to like an 18-year-old teenage boy who just left his room. It was dirty, the fridge was filthy, the bed looked dirty. I didn't want to sit on it. It was disgusting. Like I had to call Airbnb, and it was kind of scary because I just got to Japan.
first time?
Yeah, my first time, didn't know if my SIM card was working,
Yeah.
and it was like midnight or something. But I was able to cancel that booking.
And did you find a new place right away, or?
Yeah, I just stay at a hotel.
Okay.
And since
See, it's come to the rescue.
and since then I've never stayed at Airbnb in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of scared me.
Because I can imagine like going to Japan, everything must be very like super neat and clean.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, and then I had to take photos to prove to them that like the listing was really bad, and that was just like a lot of work, and I didn't like that.
And did you check before you arrived? Did you check the comments? Because you mentioned that you actually spent a lot of hours reading on comments.
So that's one thing. That listing didn't have any reviews. So that's one thing I've learned, to always check reviews.
Okay.
And be careful of like new listings.
So if there's no reviews, no comments, maybe the best thing to do is just
Yeah.
skip it.
Yeah.
1 and 4. And you also mentioned your favorite Airbnb experience in the world. Which country is that?
Which one would it be? Well, I would say this one apartment in San Francisco. So before this apartment, I never negotiated. And I was like, San Francisco's expensive.
Yeah.
I was planning to stay for several months. I was like, can you please give me a discount? And he gave me like $1,000 a month discount, literally.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I asked.
Yeah.
And walked into the room, there's like a piano in there.
And you play.
And I played the pianos.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. And like everything looks like high end. Like the furniture looks really high end. I'm like, whoa, this is like so much better than hotels. Like literally.
And what can hotel do to get your money?
Well, I think if hotels kind of, keep up with the current trends, I think they could, attract
trying.
millennials. Like for example, like people nowadays watch Netflix, they like if hotels like the TVs provide like access to like Netflix or like Hulu, I think a lot of millennials would stay at hotels as well, although you don't want to spend time watching TV.
Yeah.
Fast, reliable internet, I think that's important. A better fridge.
Yes.
A little bit of like, not the whole kitchen, but like at least like dishes and plates and glasses, because people might want to go to the market and buy something.
Right. And you also work from home, so you actually need some space to work. And I don't remember going to business center since, I don't know, decades ago. I don't even know why we have business center.
Yeah, I agree. And it just feels really static. So like if hotels have like a communal room, like a really nice looking space where you can work from and hang out, I think that would be really enticing.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mo.
Thank you for having me.
Hotelintel.co Hotelintel.co